Hey, what's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another Honkai Star Rail video, and I'm sure a lot of us are pretty afraid for our stellar Jades that we've got saved up, and I am not just talking about the upcoming Kafka and Blade. Nope, we got something a little closer than that. That is going to be the upcoming Silver Wolf and Luocha. Now, I know a lot of people are waffling a little bit, like, you know, who should I summon for? These both seem like pretty good characters in some elements that are fairly, I guess, underrepresented would be the main thing to say. They're kind of the rare elements out there. And I am here to sort of give you some guidance. Hopefully this video is able to help you out. If it does, be sure to go ahead, like and subscribe, and let's do our best not to waste your time, because the answer is actually fairly simple. You just need to ask yourself one question, and that question is the following.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Now, I didn't just share that to be a silly little guy. The question is actually that simple and is the very first thing that popped into my head. See, when it comes to the point we are in the game in Star Rail, we are really just at a point where your main priority needs to be getting yourself two functioning teams that you are able to sort of bounce between when it comes to things like Forgotten Hall. That is your main focus for endgame. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we have a healer for each team. Now, were you able to go ahead and summon yourself a Bailu in addition to Natasha like I was able to? Cool, great, you're actually pretty dang set. In that case, you are pretty safe to go for Silver Wolf if you need to get some sort of extra quantum damage on your team. I know I went for Seele, I absolutely failed at getting Seele, so Silver Wolf is going to be my next bet to have some quantum coverage in addition to Xingqiu. Now maybe you are at a point where you did not pull Bailu, or you ended up pulling Seele and your quantum damage is pretty easily covered. If that's the case, you definitely want to go for Luocha for a couple of reasons. To start with, he is dealing imaginary damage. At the time of this video, only Welt is in the game dealing imaginary damage. We are eventually getting a free 4-star that is able to deal imaginary damage, but Luocha is going to be one of our other best bets in the interim. The man's kit is actually pretty dang good. He is actually able to heal himself by hurting another. He's able to deal some solid damage to break the enemies. His ultimate's an AoE that ends up giving him stacks that you can use to deploy some fields that allow your allies to get healed off of attacking enemies. So that can be a pretty solid way to keep your team safe. He is a pretty fantastic region healer. So if you need an imaginary damage dealer, or if you need some sort of second healer, you only have Natasha, then Luocha is easily what you're going to want to go for. If you have two healers, you already have Welt and he's doing a pretty dang good job, and you didn't end up pulling Seele, well then Silver Wolf is going to be your main get. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be pulling for characters that they specifically want or love. That is also fine too. This is just more practical advice to help people who are on the fence, who maybe have their favorite character already and just want to go ahead and strengthen their teams. I kind of feel like just making a video where I said pull whoever you want would have been a pretty nothing statement. So overall, that is all you need to know, and hopefully that was a solid piece of advice that is going to help your teams in Star Rail continue to flourish. Why don't you go ahead and let me know who you're pulling for in the comments down below. I am actually pulling for Silver Wolf myself to get that quantum damage coverage because I spectacularly failed at pulling a Seele. So Silver Wolf is definitely going to be my go-to. Let me know who you're pulling for. As you're heading down in the comments, check out the Discord where we have a pretty solid Honkai Star Rail channel going. Maybe make some additional friends there. Big thanks to everyone out in the Discord, everyone on the Patreon, on the Ko-fi, on the Twitch, and of course all of you here on YouTube. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't continue making these videos. So thank you all so much for being interested. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.